Hi, Joe.
Hello, can you hear me?
Who else we got? Hi. Oh, Kevin's here as well. Hi, Kevin.
Hey, Paul.
How
Hey,
you doing?
Joe.
Did you guys manage to hook up, have a conversation, or I don't know?
Yeah,
Oh, great.
Yeah, we did for a couple minutes. Just
Cool.
just on the messenger, not a
Not face to
video.
face.
Yeah,
But
just to say hi.
yeah. Well, I think Kevin is the most barbarian-looking one of us, actually.
I'm working on it.
Hey, I still need the hat with horns.
We need those as well. I think when Lindsay comes on, we'll tell you the story of how that came about and what we've been up to, basically.
Sounds good.
Yeah, but I mean, you saw I mean, Kevin saw the latest draft of the agenda that I put together, which has grown and grown and grown. So
Yeah, holy mackerel.
yeah, we probably won't get through it all today, but there's certain things there's certain train of thought I want to go through, and that's I've got that document up, so that's just going to help me walk through that. But I think you can see, what's needed in a way from that maybe. And none of it's difficult. It's just stuff that we can do, and it'll make a huge impact on everything that we do with this business and any other business that we want to do as well. So I think hopefully you guys can see that. I'll just bring it all up on screen.
How many people are you expecting?
For this meeting,
Yeah.
just four of us.
Oh, okay.
So that's all. Yeah, I mean, this is our kind of weekly strategy meeting, for want of a better phrase, or yeah, it's just where we all come together to kind of.
When I looked at your agenda, I go, well, how long does this take?
Yeah.
Are you trying to eat that all up in one meeting, or you're going to treat it like an elephant, where one bite at a time?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we'll get through as much as we can, and then it's all things that need to be gone through at some stage, not necessarily all in one meeting. So yeah, there's a few easy, quick things that I can talk about on here as soon as Lindsay gets on. Hopefully, he will do.
So how I just have to double check, Kevin. How did you come to join the group here on Facebook?
I put out. Which group?
Well, actually, I knew Paul from Poplinks and Chad.
Oh, okay.
So I remembered his name on there, and then I started following it, his conversations and stuff, and
yeah.
So then I decided to jump aboard, and of course I'm over heavily into AI now, trying to stay abreast with everything that's going on with it, and so his other thing, actually, this one came after AI domination, didn't? Or the AI breakthrough.
Yeah.
I joined AI Breakthrough through Paul, and then he actually introduced me to Empower.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Well, it's our feeling that Empower it's a good kind of a home base, if you will, for recruiting into our group. Would that be correct to say, Paul?
Yeah, I
in a way.
Yeah, I mean, I was looking for
Kenny.
friends.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, Kenny. Yeah, hey, Kenny.
Hey, Paul.
Please, Ken.
Hey, Kevin.
Hi.
Yeah, meet Kevin, Kenneth, Kenny, and Kevin. Kenny, and that sounds like Lindsay perhaps.
Lindsay.
Yeah, Mr. Bond, I presume.
Yeah. Lindsay Bond.
Yep.
That kind of rings.
The name is Bond. Yes. Hey, good day, Kevin. How you doing, mate?
Hey,
Kenny.
Good.
Hey,
Hey,
Paul.
Lindsay. You guys started at 6?
What was that? Sorry, Kenny?
Did you guys start at 6?
I've just gotten in.
Oh, okay.
No, we just started.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I don't know what, when you say at 6, I have no idea what time in the world it is where you
Oh,
are.
11 p.m. your time. I thought I saw in the Facebook that you wanted to start an hour early.
Well, no, I did kind of think of that once I know, but when I put out the actual meeting times, I think I might have put 11:45. But I mentioned in the one of the other groups that it was meant for 12 rather than 11:45 my time, obviously.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We're, Joe was just asking, or Kevin was just saying about how we first came into contact and how this kind of built from, because Kevin knew me from Poplinks and then jumped into AI Fortune Maker with me, and then along came Empower Life, and I was just kind of explaining how my struggle has always been recruiting, is with everybody. I've realized through all the training that I've had over the last 12 months that email marketing is extremely technical, not easy, but very effective if you can master it. And I thought, well, I don't know if I want to go down weeks and weeks and weeks of training to learn how to do that. I thought, was there some other way? Now, my model for doing this, what we're doing right now, really is Chad Nicely, because Chad, who is the creator of Poplinks, has created a huge group and a huge following and a huge syndicate through Facebook, through nothing more than Facebook. And of course, I thought, well, if I can achieve the same thing, then I don't need the email marketing. All I need is an audience, and that's one way of getting an audience. So then I saw Empower Life and thought, well, that's so cheap, and it's going viral, which means so many people are interested in it, are joining it, want to know about it. Let me jump on that and then pull everybody into a chat group from that, and then build it from there. In fact, the chat group started really with the AI program, and it started with one post that I put on my Facebook page, which drew a lot of attention and which enabled me to immediately bring 20 or so people into a group. And therein lies a bit of a tip as well, because one of the things that I've learned over the last 9 months is not to do what I was doing for the previous 12 years, which is making contact with somebody on Facebook, sending them a link, saying get back to me and give me what you thought of it, and never hearing from them again.
What a spammer.
So I suddenly realized, okay, well, I thought, how can I get around that? And one way is to enter into conversation. The other way is to say to people, look, I'm going to send you this information, but then I'm going to put you into a chat group, if that's okay with you. And then you can use the chat group to answer all your questions and find out everything about it. And of course, when they're in a chat group and you start building the chat group, you start getting people joining programs, the excitement builds, and there you've got your audience. So I thought I'll try that, and it seems to be working very well. So hence that's the story of where we are, basically.
And it kind of beats around the bush as far as giving them a link or something for them to look at, because it builds a relationship with them first.
Yeah. You've got to kind of talk to people, get to know people, and actually you kind of pre-qualify people. I mean, there's people that I've actually said, no, this is not for you, because they say, oh, how much is it? Oh, I don't know if I've got $20. You think, okay, that's fine. This is not for you. See you later. So, but of course, with this, you can join as a free member. You can earn commission as a free member. So really, there's no excuse for people not to join it. But you've got to enter into you've got to get them in the conversation, obviously, and then be able to, reveal that to them basically, and just say, well, you asked for information. It's obviously something you're interested in. Why is it you're not joining? Anyway.
I kind of went backwards from you, Paul, in that I had a social media business and I was promoting other people's websites through Facebook and Twitter and building their Facebook pages and all that. And I realized the importance of building relationships there. Yeah. But then I kind of went the other way and went to like solo ads and buying from other lists that have 600, 700,000 people in it and paying for that and getting results. I mean, it costs money, but you get extremely good results fast and quick.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
You go, carry on.
As opposed to spending hours and hours on social media sites and also until they came up with like the robot programs that where it'll do all the social media stuff for you. But
Yeah. I mean, I've learned this approach from Chad Nicely, who only uses Facebook, as I say, and is seen to be doing stuff that's helping his team. And that's a huge thing that everybody wants and needs. And so that automatically creates a following of people that want to stick with you, provided you deliver, provided that you live up to what you say you're going to do. So again, that's something that I thought, well, maybe I can find a way to do that. And then that group, then you get to know them, they get to appreciate you, respect you. If you start making the money, that's exactly what they want. They'll stick with you, and it builds from there. So
it's definitely a more personable approach.
Yeah.
To have a group on Facebook and have all that interaction.
Yeah.
And then have these meetings, these calls. Calls are important.
Yeah. Well, what we need to be doing is each of us need to be doing the same thing. So we need to be each having our own group, and it all starts with, it needs to start in a way that is kind of natural and organic, in the sense that it took me probably 20 different kinds of posts on Facebook to finally get one where I had 20 people respond. And then I deliberately said, look, I'll send you the information, but I'll bring you into a group. That's the key thing, is to say bring you into a chat group. Make it a chat group, not a Facebook group. Everybody's going into Facebook groups and they join and then they just walk away. They don't bother. A chat group is much more dynamic and much more immediate and interesting. So yeah, bring 20 people into a chat group, and then start helping them, really. That's what it comes down to. And I was taught that by my mentor, who's in New Zealand, who's a terrific guy who spends life just helping other people without expecting anything in return. And he's got a massive following. Who wouldn't? Why wouldn't you want to be with somebody who's like that? So yeah, if you guys all do that, then you'll each have a group the same size as mine, and our business will be flourishing and expanding. It doesn't mean to say that we can't then introduce those same people back into a main chat group, because that gets even more exciting. Because your group might start quite slowly as this one did, but then when they're in a second group where there's a lot of buzz going on, then they'll connect back to their own group and start talking to their own group about the buzz that's going on in the business and in the upline, because we're all connected as an upline as well. So that gets very exciting. The fact that, especially with this having spillover, the excitement will grow because they can see what the sponsor is doing, what the sponsor's sponsor is doing, and so on and so forth. So it's an avalanche.
Yes.
So that's the name of my business, by the way, Avalanche Residual Income. Yeah. So is anything else that anybody wants to bring up? I mean, I've obviously got an agenda.
Yeah, that's great,
Paul.
So that's different to the one that I first completed. You said.
Yeah, I was saying to Eric. Not Eric, sorry, Kevin. Kevin's the only one who's got the final draft of it, really.
It's big.
Yeah, but you see, one of the key things that I've realised, and this came about through Paul Darby's. Were you on Kenny? No, Kenny wasn't there on Paul Darby's meeting the other night, was he?
No.
No.
Okay. Well, it was a very funny circumstance. I got flustered at one stage.
Yeah.
What I realised was that a moment arose where I could either give you my regular affiliate link for Empower Life, because he's joined it, he's become an affiliate for it. Whether he does anything with it or not, I don't know. But I suddenly realised I don't want to send him the normal referral page, because that's all the blurb, and Paul being Paul, he'll get fed up quickly with it, and he won't want to go through it. So I thought the thing I've got to send him is his registration link, the page that goes straight to the registration page, or the link that goes straight to that. And then it occurred to me, of course, that with a funnel, a sales funnel, you've got your lead capture page, which is your main headline. You've got your step 2 possibly, which has got a video on it. So by the time they get to clicking the thing that says I want to join, all they need is to go immediately to the registration page, because they've seen all the information. They don't need to go to the regular referral link like everybody else might. So long and short, guys, is what I need is your the referral link that links directly to your registration page, so that I can use that in whatever marketing we do, because whatever marketing we do is going to be, it's going to present the business before they click the link, and then the link that they click needs to go straight to the registration page, because at that stage, if they're clicking that link, they want to join, and they've already seen all the blurb that would normally be on the affiliate link, the main affiliate link. Does everybody follow that?
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's the first thing. And
are we going to get a notice of someone signing up to our page? I suppose through the regular link that goes through the Empower, huh?
Well, yes, you get, obviously when someone joins when they register, they appear in your back office.
Yeah. Right.
But we've all now got access to pop links, and pop links will track anything and everything to whatever link you create. So each of us need to have our own pop link version of both our affiliate link, but more especially our registration page link. So that can be tracked, so that we can put it into rotators, landing pages, whatever else we want to put it into. And that will give us two or three ways of tracking it, because we can link that if we wanted to autoresponders, which we kind of want to do. And we either link it to one autoresponder or we link it to several, and that's something that needs to be thought through. So yeah, what's key to that is getting that registration referral link, but also obviously you see it's not only the ones that sign up that we're interested in, it's the ones that put their email address in and then don't sign up, because we don't want to lose them. We can follow up on them because very few people join up on a first look at an opportunity. The industry standard says that it takes people at least 7
7 to 14 touches.
Yeah, exactly. Which is why we need a really good follow-up email series.
Oh, and nowadays I'm getting emails 4 times a day by individuals every day. They are just pounding you.
They've got to be. I'm going to suggest only maximum of 2 a day, but they've also got to be very eye-catching. We've got, Paul Darby's very good at helping with that, training us on that. And we've got to come up with our own ideas that will encourage people to open an email. And of course, if they're joined as a free member, that's easy. You just say, hi, I've got great news for you about your membership, whatever that might be. And the ones that haven't joined, we've just got to come up with compelling email headings.
Follow-ups. Yeah.
And that could potentially be giving away a free gift, a genuine free gift that's cost us money potentially. And that's why you can expand this idea about the free gift out to many, many things. And we'll talk about the co-op in a moment, because that was another sort of fortunate sequence of circumstances that led me to that situation, whereby we're not only getting paid to promote Empower Life by our affiliates, but we're also able to give them a free ebook which introduces them to Paul Darby's programs. So it's a way of already tipping that group from one thing into another.
Well, then I think we don't do that until actually they sign up as a paid member.
Well, yeah, they sign as a paid member, and then they've got the option to enter the advertising co-op. So obviously they wouldn't get that option if they weren't already in the membership. So
Paul, could I ask you to show Kenny that what you showed me the other day with the funnel with the book?
Yeah.
I mean, Joe obviously and Kevin too already know about it. But...
Yeah. So what I need to do is bring up the Patreon. I need to bring up pop links and then the Patreon page.
Why are you doing that?
Excuse me. I was going to ask you, does Poplinks, do they have tracking pixels for, does people that visit the pages that they get pixeled? And
it's got the capability to add pixels to the page. Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to say, Kenny?
Well, I'm still trying to learn pop links. I got the basics thing, so I'm pretty restricted, but I made a page lead sleep that I put in the chat that I think would be something to gear towards the Empower Life Club. It's actually,
I was
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
say, what we do need very desperately is a very, very good link rotator, which I think Leeds Leap has, doesn't it? Whether it's, I don't know how good it is, but it's certainly that's something that we need.
yeah, and the co-op where you put everybody into the rotator, and then you do an advertising the co-op, and everybody puts in whatever they can, and they get a certain percentage of the co-op, and the co-op uses the rotator link so that nobody's left behind, where it'll rotate everybody's link that's actually involved with the co-op.
Yeah, what you need to be able to do is to take people in and out of that link. You need to be able to set the number of clicks they get.
Right.
Compared to somebody else, because I've worked with a link rotator before, which was very, very good. It gave you that capacity to determine how many clicks each link got before it went on to the next. So if you've got that kind of control, then somebody who's lagging behind a bit, not getting so many clicks, you can tweak it up so that they're getting more clicks. And so the plan is it's really just to offer people for their $25 three affiliates, because if they get 3 paid affiliates, that gives them $33 in return. So they've already in profit, plus they've got a growing team from there. And if they choose to do it again, another $25, they get another 3, another 3, another 3, so on. But 3, you actually can't stop the 4th or a 5th or a 6th clicking on their link, which is fine. So they might end up with half a dozen. So if they've got a minimum of 3, that's what our goal is. And if we achieve that for them, they'll be very happy for us, because they know that that's what they're paying for. They're only paying for 3, but they might end up with 4 or 5 or 6.
Paul, I beg your pardon, but remember last time we had that recording there, but it wasn't actually recording. So you are in fact recording. Maybe you had to check it last time.
Oh, actually, no, I sort of am and sort of wasn't. I've got 2 recording systems on here actually now. So you're right. I've just switched on the recording on the Zoom, but I've got another program that's recording it as well.
Oh, good. Okay, so the first part was
Paul, the one recording that you sent me that one time, everything that you said, it didn't.
Yeah, it wasn't. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Paul explained it the other day.
It's strange because that was the only meeting that Paul Darby himself didn't record. But of course, what's happening there is that my mic is attached to the Zoom call rather than my recording equipment, and the mic can't do both at once. So that's why it's not recording.
No, but under Zoom, you can change it from your speakers on your computer to what's on, what's coming into your computer. So
that's assuming that the person who creates the Zoom meeting allows the recording of it. So I record it with different software because Paul doesn't allow anyone else other than himself to record it.
Oh.
So
you're doing it incognito?
Well, yeah, our Paul Thompson told Paul Darby at the end of the meeting last time. So Paul, actually, I've already emailed Susie as well and let her know that there was a few recordings if Paul ever needs them, and they were fine. They were fine with it.
The only problem with mine, of course, is it doesn't have my voice on it.
Yeah,
you were featured.
But I actually had it on here, Paul. I got it on here for you if you wanted to sync it on my dictaphone.
Well, it's not great quality on there, I have to say. But yeah,
I realise, yeah.
If it really came to it, I would. But it's not necessary because I know what I said, and you guys kind of know what I said. And I can always.
So, but you can't put that onto the you can't sync this onto that video. Can you?
It's takes a lot of. I mean, you've no idea how much time I spend trying to edit videos and transcribe them and all manner of things I'm trying to do.
And we like you doing the Zoom meeting because I just have a basic plan and my Zooms don't last more than 40 minutes.
Yeah.
How much does that cost?
It's not a lot. Maybe I can't remember. $20, $30 a month. $20. I think.
Okay.
I'm struggling to find. This is a problem that I have, is that I put things everywhere, somewhere, and then I know where it is. I was looking for Patreon.
Does anybody remember the rotator that Robert suggested last week? Yeah.
I've got it here. If you need it, Kenny, well, I put it in the. I'll just have to turn my desktop on. Might be a sec.
Okay.
I did have a look at one. In fact, there is one that I think is very good, which, as I said, the only criteria is it allows you to adjust the number of clicks that each link has.
Yeah, there's one called Linkly's Link Rotator. I don't know if,
Yeah, I think that was one I had a look at actually.
how much does it cost. Okay. Let's see. And I kind of wanted to get an idea how many of us actually use solo ads.
I have been.
You have been? Okay.
Yeah.
Kevin?
I haven't had a good luck with them.
No.
I've gotten scammed so many times by the people that I stay away from them.
Yeah. Paul, do you use them at all?
I used them once. I've tried them a couple of times.
Yeah.
With reasonable effect to getting people to click, but not actually getting sales.
Oh, okay.
I've only done like 200 clicks.
Well, the biggest platform is Udemy, and my experience with solo ads is that a lot of people have fake emails that they sign up with just to get through the opt-in page to see what the program's all about. So you end up with, you pay $100 and you get 60 fake email addresses.
Yeah.
Why?
So that's the reason why you'd have a double opt-in.
Well,
and just to eliminate that. But then again, a lot of people will see that and just walk away and move on to the next thing because they don't want to do that.
well, what you need to do.
At least you get quality, you get real emails by having double opt-in. So it's kind of a horse apiece.
Well, there's another way to do it, guys, and that is to offer a valuable free gift, which they only get with a genuine email.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that book.
That's good. Yeah.
Well, also, I think that would be offering the book a little bit earlier, but I can, with AI and stuff, we can make up books or on anything that we want to make up. But Kenny, you're raising your hand. Is that?
Oh no, I can attest to that because I run a program called NFT Rewards, and I have created an ebook, and it was done through all AI, and it wrote a 5-chapter ebook that I modified to put my links in and stuff like that. But I give it away to the people that join up under me, and it allows me to put all the links that they need to go through in front of their faces and give them a little bonus link at the bottom and a whole bunch of other stuff that you're saying here.
Well, right, and if you that's just it. If you give them something of value, they're going to follow you. It's the ones that give them nothing or promise them the world and don't deliver. That they won't follow you at all.
All right. Well, there's
I just
one.
popped that link in there. Sorry, Kenny, I just popped that link in there for you in the chat.
Oh, okay.
Hey, your landing pages, is that the same one that you showed me last week, or is it a new one?
The same one. I couldn't find a video. I was going to make a video to put in there, but
Oh, maybe Paul can help. Maybe our Paul Thompson can help.
What's
Paul?
that,
sorry? see Kenny's landing page there, the one that he made in Leeds.
Is he screen sharing?
Yeah, that's nice.
oh no, I put it in chat.
In chat,
it looks
Paul, yeah.
nice and clean.
Yeah,
it's great.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
can
impressive.
we borrow it?
Oh, yeah, I was wanting to.
I'm asking for permission first.
Yeah.
Well, Lead Sleep has a share code where all I do is give you the share code. You just, you have to be a free member, but you just put in the share code and it copies the page for you.
Which chat have you put
in the
Zoom chat?
Zoom chat.
Oh,
So
Zoom.
did you make that off of Pop Links then, Kenny? Or
No, I was thinking of trying to create something like that in Pop Links.
Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe Kevin might like to get your affiliate link for Leeds Lead, Kenny or Kevin.
Yeah, what's that about? I see it.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's actually, let me give you my free course first, because that
yeah,
has
that's what I was going to say. That's right.
advertising techniques.
So Paulie, what were you going to so with pop links? How does that? I know that pop links are bringing new stuff in all the time, but is that something that's coming in the future? With what Kenny's just explained,
What? Sorry, what was that specifically?
with that
Share
what's that functionality, Kenny?
share
What's
code.
it, mate?
Oh,
Share
share code.
code. Yeah.
Yeah, the share code, yeah,
Um,
functionality.
it hasn't been mentioned so far, but the reason being is that what Chad would rather do is have us sell our agency,
Oh,
direct
okay,
clients.
right. That's different. Right, gotcha. Different.
Yeah, I
What do you
mean,
call it? Yeah, understand.
you can
Can't
create
think of the word.
you can create
Uh-huh.
share codes for email series, which is helpful. Can I share my screen for a second, guys? Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you're putting your free course in there for Kevin, are you, Kenny? In the chat there.
Oh yeah, let me do that.
I'll wait for you guys to do that.
And also, Paul, if I could get that link for Poplinks, the agency.
Yeah, did I send you a little screenshot of the information that I need from you for it? I do a little screenshot.
I don't know if it did or not. I got the registration that I filled out for this. Was that what you're talking about?
No, I'll show you what I mean.
Okay.
I'll put it in the chat. Wait a second. I'll put it into your Facebook chat.
Hey, Paul, just while I think of it too, just Kevin, when you if you do get into Leeds League, you've got to upgrade. I haven't done it yet, so I haven't actually even clicked on Kenny's link yet, because you have to upgrade within the first 24 hours of registering. That's the only thing that's been holding me back, so I haven't been financially ready. I mean, it's not very expensive. It's only $17 a month or something if you do it within the first 24 hours.
It's $27 a month unless you upgrade in the first 24 hours. Then it's $19.95.
19.95, right?
And for $20 a month, you get a lot. I mean, you get a autoresponder, you get tracking, you get advertising platform, a whole bunch more. But
And that what was that program, Kenny?
Leeds
That you're
Lead?
just what?
Oh.
Oh, Leeds Lead. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a member there, but I'm not a paid member.
Oh, okay.
Well, Paul, didn't you mention that Poplinks has its own autoresponder?
It has always had one, but it's never quite worked properly. So it's all part of the relaunch to get it to do what they want it to do. But when it is available, it's going to be very powerful, and it's going to be part of Poplinks, and it will do more than the normal autoresponder will do, apparently.
Yes. And I will look forward to using that.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the meantime, yeah, I need an autoresponder, an inexpensive one. It's all these monthly payments that are adding.
That's
up.
right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly,
all the
Kevin.
little ones, you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
then all of a sudden they turn into big ones.
Oh, it's only $9.95 a month. Well, 15 programs later. So I want to.
What do you mean you can't afford it, you cheapskate?
What kind of marketer are you anyway?
Not a
So
market.
I just want to point out that so we've got Kenny is Florida, right? Like Myrtle Beach area.
South Carolina.
South Carolina, sorry. And Paul is UK.
Yeah.
Lindsay is Australia, Brisbane. And Kenny and I are Kevin and I are about 15-minute drive away from one another.
Yeah, you said that the other night. That was amazing. You guys
Yeah.
have to get. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm St. Paul, and Kevin's in Burnsville. It's just over the river,
Yeah.
through the woods, and
Yeah.
not very many woods, but just over the river and a few minute drive. Yeah, that's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's somebody. Yeah, there's somebody in the main group. Paul is Eric. Eric and Paul are going to be hooking up for a coffee or a beer.
Oh, that's right. I saw that too.
Yeah, I know
just-
Eric too. I've talked to Eric before through
Yeah.
a mutual friend of ours, and he was in Pop Links too.
Okay, cool.
So is
Well,
there,
in that
is there
course,
anything-
in that course, Kevin, there's a system IO that actually has an affiliate or an autoresponder with 2,000 that you get for free with a free account, and you can build membership sites in the service, and which is what I actually used to build that free membership site with. So.
Oh, cool. And did you put the link in the chat? That,
No,
that,
it's
that course?
Yeah, it's in the course.
It's in the course. Okay, great. I'm gonna make sure I get that into my.
your Kenny, your landing page doesn't have a lead capture thing on it, does it? It goes straight to the Empire Life referral link.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, remember, yeah, we discussed that once before. Remember, I sent it to you, Paul, and I think we told Kenny last week as well. Yeah.
Okay.
Or might have been the week before. Yeah.
I can change.
I'll show you the one that, if I may, I'll share my screen for a minute and show you what I've done as far as preparing for the co-op advertising thing.
Okay.
Right, let's share. So this is the. Let me move this out of the way. I can't see half my screen. Oh, my screen's frozen. You've all frozen. I don't know if you can hear me. Nothing's happening.
I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're still here with us, Paul.
My screen is frozen though, so I can't
Oh, right.
No, I'll have to wait for a second. I'm at a mate's house and
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
okay.
Did you have those few drinks tonight, Paulie?
Oh, I've had far less than I normally have because I'm not quite slurring my words yet.
Oh, that's why your light's not so. Yeah, I was just remembered. You're not at home, are you?
No.
That's why you're not as bright as you usually are. You know, your
No, I'm
face.
happy. I'm happy.
No, I mean, you can't see you. We can't see you as clearly as what you normally can. Is what I mean.
Yeah. So this is Poplinks, and this was the page I created. The thing with Poplinks is that you can adjust it so that it's good. This could be better, just a bit bigger or whatever on a normal PC, but you can adjust everything to be perfect on on a phone as well. So if you were to bring
Paul Darby like this one as well, guys. That's what. Sorry, I just wanted to say, Paul, just so that Kenny and Kevin know that Paul Darby was most impressed with this. He said it's everything that he normally does.
Yeah. So I learned it from Paul. I didn't mention that to him at the time. I should have, because I want to give credit where credit's due. My mind was spinning at the time.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So when you click the button here, the pop-up comes up, and that's where you get the lead capture, and you get people, telling people they get a free bonus. And what they should be saying is, where do you want me to send it? Because then they're going to put in a genuine email because they want the free bonus.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'd switch that.
Yeah.
I'd switch that to download now to reference that. Yeah.
I know. No.
But where the bonus offer, of course, is Paul Darby's free ebook. Let's just show you the whole process here.
Kevin, you've signed up to Paul Darby's AI breakthrough, haven't you?
Yeah, I did right away. Yeah, a long time ago.
Good.
Yep. Kenny and I are working together with that one. Aren't we, Kenny?
Oh, I still want. I still
I know.
can't get in.
You've got to. You've got to.
I want to create some AI videos as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. That looks like a lot.
You've got to remind him. You've got to be more. What's the word? Mindful.
when I click this now,
That's all done in pop links?
Yeah.
Okay.
that goes to this page here, which is the intro. Now, at this point, what I do want to do is to have in the background, I need the Patreon page to pop up in the background so that when they see this and they click here to register, they close this and then they see the Patreon page, which is this one. And that's actually, this is not quite right, because this is explicitly for the co-op. Yeah. So we can do a second page. I can do a second page which is connected to this promotion, whereby they get they get the same ebook, but not related to the co-op. So the great thing with Patreon is that you can set up monthly payments, which is the foundation of what Patreon is, but you can also set up a shop. And of course, the shops have one-time purchase items in them, and so we can use it to give away ebooks so that people put in the right email address. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I use that in a lot of my opt-in pages.
Yeah. So there's a bit of work to do, because there's the work for developing the co-op or getting that sorted out and doing a follow-up email series for that. But then, of course, there's the work involved once we've got the money from the co-op and we start to buy solo ads. Then we need the landing pages and the follow-up emails and the ebook link for those people, because those are cold leads, as opposed to the warm leads that we're trying to help.
Has anybody heard of Matt Basak?
Of what?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I bought an email course from him, and it has a whole bunch of his swipe emails. So I can give access to that for us. And just copy.
What
I was going to buy that a couple of years ago.
What I really need is for you, a couple of you guys to get together and actually create that email series.
Okay.
So yeah, if you guys could organize that, and this is what we need to do: is we need to kind of assign tasks to the group, each one of us with a particular task, so that we accelerate everything by a factor of 4. Or
I like that idea.
So that so that we're all doing a job, and it gets done faster then. So we'll have to kind of work out that. So if I can give someone that job then of coming up with an email series, and I think we need 2 a day for, I don't know, 10 days or a week, 10 days, let's say. So what's that, 20 emails, which as soon as you've got 1 or 2, you put them into ChatGPT and you ask ChatGPT to create the rest.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so if
You use ChatGPT a lot.
yeah, if someone will volunteer for that, that would be really good. So that's
I guess since I've got that swipe file out, I'll volunteer for that.
Fantastic. Okay. So
yeah, and I might be able to pitch in with that too a little bit. I did wind up purchasing email sequence from someone, like a 90-day sequence. So
yeah, and my tip, of course, is to go back over Paul Darby's trainings, whereby he says use Frank Kern, use this, use that, and his specific prompts, because obviously he's coming up with some really great.
That's what I've been doing.
Perfect.
Imagine you're Frank Kern and you need. Yeah.
But he uses other words, like, for example, create something that's really persuasive without being too salesman-y. He's very detailed about it, and he gets great results. So there's a lot to be learned there. But give it a shot. That's what it doesn't really, I'm picking up so many things from so many different mentors. Chad Nice is always saying, do the simplest thing that gets you to the next step. Doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just do something that's going to move you to the next step. Even if it's complete failure, you learn from it, and then you do the next thing that's, so you do things that are quick, easy, simple, and just get you to the next step.
And make it duplicatable, so everybody you sign up can do the same.
Yeah, which is another reason to keep it simple, and also to keep it natural. To say to people, you can make mistakes. It doesn't have to be perfect. Don't be frozen with the idea that it's not perfect. You're not experience that you're going to come up with rubbish. Everything that you can do will get you one step closer to, getting better and better and more successful. So yeah, so just let's not make it too complicated. Let's not sort of hang around waiting for the
Right.
perfect thing that we think we've done. Let's just get something out and get it going.
Sweet.
So
I'll
that's
work on that.
one. The other thing that I'm concerned about is that when people pay you money for a service, you suddenly get into a legal situation. You get into legal contracts virtually. So it's a fact. If somebody pays you for a service and they don't get that service, then they've every right to go to their lawyer and say, sue this man because he's not coming up with the goods. So what I'm trying to make very clear with this co-op is that it's at people's own risk. And I just need to have some kind of disclaimer. I might try and put one together myself and then put it out to you guys and just see, if we need to tweak it or anything. It's not going to be too complicated. It's just going to be something as simple as, I think on my Patreon page.
Sorry, Paul Darby said that we could use his, didn't he? Remember a couple of weeks ago?
Well, his
legal, all his legal pages.
Yeah. Well, we can do that. There is a description in the Patreon page, and I'm still getting used to this, so I'm trying to find my way around this. Yeah, here we go. I want to assure you that my message in the header is not. Yeah. So if you read through that, it would just say that there's no guarantees, basically. So you have to accept the fact that there's no guarantees. And I suppose at the end of the day, that's all you really need. As long as people sign up for that, they agree to that, then they can't really sue you after that.
But that would be one thing that would be important as far as tracking how many clicks each person in the co-op has received. You can copy that and show somebody if they're saying, well, I didn't get any signups. Well, these are the clicks that you received and these are the people, and you can document that and show it as a record. Just in the event that somebody might be upset that they didn't have any signups.
You say that, and I've given that some thought because that's not quite as straightforward as it seems. Because the only way that you can identify them in your downlines team through your back office is with their username, that person's username, not an email address. So we might be collecting email addresses left, right, and center. We won't necessarily know where they've fallen in the team or who they've signed up with. But having said that,
that's true.
Having said that, within if I go back into Empower Live, one thing that you can track is their username, and I'll show you exactly how that where that is. So if I get what we've got to do is have a form that, or in some way or another, get the username from someone who says they've signed up, because we'll have the email addresses of everybody that responds. We won't, like I say, actually, I'm just thinking this through as I say, we won't have their the critical username, which is the thing that we'll need to identify who they are, whether they have actually joined or not. So I'm just going into my back office to show you. I'll just stop the share for a minute. So I've got to go into my.
Say, Kenny, I tried to put money into the crypto.com, using crypto.com to fund my Empower Life. And once I decided the amount on the Empower Life, add to your wallet page, and then I clicked everything, and it brought me to another page that was like a separate site.
Coin payments?
Coin payments,
yeah. And they said that I wasn't allowed, because of my location, I wasn't allowed to use that. I didn't have access to that page.
The coin payments page?
Yeah.
Okay. That's strange.
Yeah, I thought it was. I don't know if it's a Minnesota thing or if it's a United
Actually,
States.
I had to have Paul do it for me.
Yeah, that's what I had too. You know, Kevin, when he was the one that helped me put a deposit in so that I could have my initial payment to become a paid member.
Right.
That's the only way I got in.
Oh,
But
I had such a hard time getting logged into the thing. I was, like I said, I was signed up for uh, AI Breakthrough through Paul, and then he turned me on to this, and I couldn't. I mean,
yeah,
I got signed in, but I didn't upgrade
right.
because I couldn't figure out exactly how I was supposed to do it. And then
Yeah,
at that time, then everything went to hell because everybody was coming into it, and like I said, I just got into the program a couple days ago.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
What state are you in, Joe?
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
yeah. Minnesota. We're both Minnesota.
Okay.
See,
Is everybody seeing this?
Yep.
So you can see that, even with, I mean, my most prolific um, affiliate is this SAN network. So when you get right down here, all you see is their username. You don't see, well, you've got a name, which actually that's helpful. Come to think of it. Yeah, so actually you do get a name. So you're right, we will be able to tell who has joined um, through our links. So the minute somebody's had, 3 sign-ups, then we take them out of that particular rotator and put somebody else in, and we just
Sweet.
carry on promoting the same rotator. That makes sense.
Yep.
So you see how this works. When I hover over this, I see their username and then their full name. So we'll be able to track who's
Yep.
got what, which is brilliant. That's really good.
Yeah. Good. Good. Good.
Yeah, I think everybody's raring to go. Everyone who's seen the message about being in the co-op wants to be in it, which is great. They are also going to be getting a free ebook that ultimately will bring them into Paul's AI program as well. So this is all starting to kind of snowball. Hopefully, that's the plan anyway. But what we've got to focus on is helping people make money in Empower Life. That's got to be our focus, because if we can do that, they will love us for life and they'll follow everything that we do.
No, like, and trust. No, like, and trust.
Yeah.
Can I share another link? Since I've been using Udemy, in my course I have the favorite ones that I like to use, but there is a website that just came out that takes the biggest influencers in Udemy and puts it into the same co-op.
Let me show you. By all means, are you going to share screen?
I put it in the chat.
Okay, let me just show you what the capability is inside of, because I think you'd be the person to set up the solo ads for us, I think, if you don't mind. But if you set it up inside of Poplinks as well, I'll be able to show you how. They call it traffic blasts. Let me show you what information you can get by creating a pop link, which you give to, so you set everything up as you normally would for a solo ad provider, but you put it into a pop link, and then the pop link gets tracked extensively, so that you've got cost per click, cost per lead, call to action, cost, how many, a complete breakdown of every metric that you could possibly want from it.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, so that will.
But that doesn't give you traffic. Where are you going to get the traffic from?
You get the traffic from your provider, from your this if you give this link to your solo ad provider, he gives you the traffic, doesn't he?
Yeah. Oh, okay. I see where you're going with that. Okay.
So this is the way of just tracking the link that you give to your solo ad provider.
Okay.
So because they were using so many different bits of software and creating a trail, if you like, or a sequence, it's going to be really important that we all understand how the sequence works and what the steps in the sequence are. I was actually thinking, if I have time, I was going to do it on a PowerPoint thing and create a flow chart. Which I think would be useful, so that we all can see exactly what's going on. So, what we'll be doing is essentially, I'm just kind of voicing the process really. We're getting the money from our existing team to create marketing for them, and I think there's one other important thing I want to suggest as well, and that is if and this has happened to a friend of mine, one of my mentors. Facebook spotted the fact that he's using Facebook for his own marketing and doing a very successful job, and Facebook's not making any money from it. So of course they're getting uneasy about him using their platform to make money when they're not.
Because they're an advertising platform.
Yeah, so they make their money. So I think one of the strategies we need to adopt is to do some degree of Facebook advertising as well, which will keep Facebook happy, in the sense that they'll be seeing that, okay, we're using their platform, but we are also advertising with them and giving them money as well.
The trick to that though is keeping people in Facebook. So if we do that, then we'd have to send them to like the chat group or the Facebook page or to the whatever page we have in Facebook set up.
Well, you mean a business page?
Yeah.
Yeah, which is fine. We can set up a business page. I mean, I've got half a dozen Facebook groups and half a dozen business pages set up. But again, it's about refining this process, picking which page is going to be used, what we do with that page, how we market that page, creating adverts from that page for Facebook, but then in the background doing the main thing which we want to do, which is use solo ads. It's all going to help. Whatever marketing we do, hopefully we're going to get leads from. So yeah, I think it's a case of saying, okay, let's have a two-pronged attack to start with. I mean, over time you might do 10, 20, 100 different types of marketing, but for the time being, if we focus on the solo ads from Udemy or even from Paul, it's best to try a few out. And that's one of the great things about this software in the Poplinks back office, is that you could buy 100 links from 4 different ad providers, and you can literally compare them to one another and see which is the best one. So there's two things we need to focus on. One is the solo advertising, and the other, potentially, once we've got that rolling, Facebook advertising as well.
Right.
It's great to be able to tell the team that this is, all of our referrals, we put in the group the fact that we're going to start with this, we're going to add that, and then we're going to do this, and we're going to do that. And it should do you
want to set up the traffic rotator, Paul, as your assignment for the week?
Yeah. So to do that, I'm going to need all of your registration referral links, not your main referral links. And ideally, because you've all got access to pop links, can I just very quickly show you, or you will have access to it, how to create a pop link with your link? It should be pretty straightforward for you guys to work out, but it's probably very easy for me to show you how to do it. So inside your Poplinks back office, this page will be the first page that you're presented with. Sorry, when I say this page, let it load. So that's your dashboard. You can see a green light there, which is because that's the one that you can see is my test email that I put into the landing page. So what's really interesting is how you can see exactly who, what, and where is signing up for things by the color of the dot. So brilliant software this. But anyway, this is the page that you are presented with when you first go into Poplinks, and then all you need to do is go to create Poplink. So this is just like, creating bit.ly link is all this is.
Okay.
I'll give you some examples of how I fill this in personally, because if you fill it in a particular way, then it's easy to search for it and find it. So if I show you one that I've done, these will load up. So the actual link that I'm covering is this last one here. But what I'm doing is I'm giving it a description, and then I'm putting the link that it needs to go to also in the description. And then the actual link that I create goes in there as well. So any one of those three things I can search up here, for example, if I want to search it, because I've got, you know, tens of, probably hundreds of links in here now. And so the way to do that, what should we use as a test link so that I can, well, let's just use this link here. So any link that we choose, obviously, goes into pop links. So the first thing you do is paste it, give it a name. And this is, let's say this is, what should I call this? This is my paid team. So I'll bring it back here. I might do EL for Empower Life, my paid team. So that's my description for it. Then the actual link that I want to cover or get a pop link for. Then the destination URL is obviously that same one that I want to send it to. Status, you can either have it pending if you're setting it up for a point in the future, or finished if it's a time limited thing, or active. Generally speaking, it will just be active. You can select a vendor, or you can add a vendor. So in this case, it might be Udemy. Let's put that in there, and then a category, so, or a group might be solo ad providers, and save that. And then ideally you want to have, because there is system domains that you can use. The company itself has supplied a lot of domains.
Okay. I didn't understand that part. I was like,
The problem being is these have been overused, and a lot of them have been banned from Facebook and so on because they've been abused.
Yeah.
So ideally you need to set up a unique domain name for pop links, and then you can choose from your personal ones. Okay. In order to set one up for pop links, you just go through a DNS setting, a CNAME setting, and all the instructions are here, and I can help anyone through that process if they want to do it. But I thoroughly recommend it, and if none of you are willing or able to do it, obviously we can just use mine, so it's not a problem. But once you've got one, then you choose whichever one it is you want to use, and then you just give it a tag. Let's say solo. I mean, you probably wouldn't call it this, but solo 1. And that's the link that you would send to your solo ad provider, with assuming that you've created a landing page with this. Okay. So I'm going to copy that, and that will be my link. But before I do anything else, I also want to save it up here so that I can search it and find it anytime I want very easily as well. So this line at the top, literally, as you can see, is just the name, whatever name I want to give it. So the fact that it's got the 2 links in it is just because that's part of the name that I want to give it. Does that make sense? The actual destination URL, of course, is this one where you want it to go to. So this link here, which we've created, is going to be where it gets taken to. Let's just save that. And then a quick demonstration. The link that I've just created up there, solo 1, takes you to the page that we have. Oh, that's good. That didn't work. Why didn't that work? What a great demonstration.
How not to create it.
Just blame it on Zoom. Oh, you got to
there you go.
on Zoom. It's because we're on a Zoom meeting.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would work.
Yeah.
I use that one quite often.
Oh, here we go. So it has.
Good.
I don't know why it didn't. Maybe I didn't save it properly or something, but yeah, it's worked. And because this is recorded, I can send you guys the recording of this, obviously.
Oh, great. Yeah.
And then you can see the steps that I've just gone through.
So, Paul, this is your that was your registration page.
That was actually this page. It was a random page.
Oh, okay, that's right. You said then.
The registration page, of course, that we want, I'll show you, is instead of this one, which is your normal. That's not it. No. Instead of your.
Hey, are they going to fix? Yeah. Sorry. Continue.
So if you click register on your affiliate link, then this is the one that we want. It's going to
Yep.
have your affiliate name in the top there.
You can do
Um,
question
so,
mark. Oh, go ahead.
yeah. So instead of sending people to the referral link, you want to send them straight here because they've already seen the video. I mean, I showed you to know the landing page, how it went from step 1 to step 2, which had the video on it. So hopefully at that stage they're already sold on the idea, and they click the button specifically to register and join up. So that's why we want to take them direct to the registration page.
Paul, just while I think of it, what was that little hint you gave me the other day, or whenever it was we last spoke in regards to logging on? You know how you turn off the what is it, the auto?
Yeah,
You know how
the
that you can't
Autofill.
log. So that's not working. But for what reason? Sorry.
Well, the weird thing is that I was on a call with Debbie the other day, and she used hers. It worked fine.
Oh, right.
So maybe they've fixed it. I don't know, but she did angrily send them an email, apparently, so she says.
Yeah, she told me
And,
that too.
yeah, and they managed to, fix hers so that she could get in using her autofill.
Right.
So whether they've changed that for everybody or not. But the tip that I have is that I've signed up with something called RoboForm, and all I do is I bring up my RoboForm alongside it when I'm logging in, so I've got immediate access. So I don't actually copy it, copy it. I copy it visually.
What's it called, mate? Sorry, RoboForm.
RoboForm.
I can send you a link.
ROBO. Oh, okay, yeah.
It's
that's
an
good.
affiliate program, but it's actually free. So I'm not
Oh,
quite sure
okay.
what I get.
Yeah, because I put all my passwords in a Google Doc, but it's a bit of a hassle. You got to.
Yeah.
This
See,
is
this is
great.
brilliant.
This comes up. Yeah, true. Wow.
Yeah, I've got RoboForm as well,
Brilliant.
and it is very, very slick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very slick, very easy. Yeah.
The other great thing about it is that because it's a browser extension, you can disable it very easily. Just switch it off. So if it is causing any problems or anything, not only can you switch it off, but by switching it off, obviously you turn off the autofill, but you still have access to the actual. You can bring up the page that has all of your passwords on it, and still have access to your passwords, and then type them in manually. So it's just it remembers them as if it's a document, just a memory document or a Word document or whatever. But when it's activated, it will also completely automatically fill and log into whatever website information it has.
Okay. Is that for note taking as well, or just for?
You can put notes in it. It's not really
Right.
it's not meant for notes.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you can, as you can see, it's got a note section. But actually saying that, it has got you've got bookmarks, applications.
Yeah, I was just noticing.
Safe notes. In fact,
Yeah, the one thing that will do. Let's see. Oh no, I confused it with another program. Sorry, disregard. There's an autofill. There's an autofill program that I use,
Oh,
and what I can do is enter in a subject line, the body of the email, and then the URL I want to send people to, and that it saves it all for me. So if I go to a safe list, which I do solo ads through a large safe list kind of a group or business, it's World Profit. And so what I do, if I want to send out a solo, all I have to do, I key in anything that I input into this capture program. You start with A1 and A2 and A3. A1 is the subject, A2 is the body, A3 is the URL. So I go to a site that I want to place solo ad, and when I click on, I just click A1 and it pops up into the first box, for the what do you call it? The subject line. and then I click A2 and it fills in the entire email. I click A3 and it puts in the URL. And it's so fast. I can go through and put in, 20 solo ads in these safe list programs in about 20 minutes.
And what was that one called, Joe?
World Profits.
Well,
World Profit is I don't know. I could
I actually have
but it's an autofill, and it's JitBit, I think is the name of it. But I would have to double check on that.
So if
Anyway, that's just information.
yeah. One of the things that I do need you guys to do is to go back into that weekly Zoom, the last one I did, the weekly Zoom agenda, and just fill in your registration referral links. And if you can get into pop links and turn it into a pop link beforehand, then you yourselves will be able to track all of the clicks on that link. So yeah, if you send me both if you wouldn't mind. Send me the unpop linked version and the pop linked version, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Of the registration page.
So Paul, I filled out the Empower form. Do I need to fill out the Barbarian form too, or?
Yes. Yeah. Well, I think it was there's only one that I sent you, which should be the Barbarian Agenda one.
Nope, it wasn't. It wasn't that one.
Not the one that had the list of the agenda.
No. Oh yeah, it was. Yeah.
Okay.
Nope, that's the one. I was thinking it was.
Yeah. So I've added this. Please add your Empower Life registration page link.
Yep, I put it in there.
Okay.
So that's we put them both in there, Paul. Just
if you want them separately, I can add another.
Yeah, one for
let's say page.
Paul, you haven't. The other day, did we finish mine? I've just forgotten. I think you've got both mine, haven't you? Before and after.
I don't think so. Well, I have yours because I created yours.
But I mean,
I haven't got your.
That was the affiliate link. Oh,
yeah.
Remember the other day we were doing it?
Oh well, I'll have to check. But fill this in for me anyway, if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah. Yep.
Your pop linked version. Your Empower Life.
We've submitted. How do we get back to the form, or do we just fill out a new one?
You can go back to the same link. I'll send you the link as well again.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I've got it. Well, no.
Referral registration link recipient.
But once I submitted it completely wiped it out. I couldn't get back to the form. I mean, I couldn't get back to the form that I already filled out to add it to it. So do I fill out a new form?
Let me see if I can
just put that part.
I might be able to change that in settings. Hold on. Oh, I can.
While I was doing that, Joe, I looked up coin payments and they said that they are restricted in the United States.
Yeah.
But what I think I did is I just got the Bitcoin address from them because it's linked into Empower Life, and as long as you get the Bitcoin address, it should make the deposit. Because
they wouldn't take Bitcoin. It was Ethereum.
SDT or whatever.
Yeah, well, I do have Uphold as a platform.
Okay.
And the thing is that yesterday and today I did try attempts to use a credit card to put like $25 in to the Empower Life, but
Go
It
through
said it did not allow me. They said the bank is going to decline this. The bank declined this, so try another card. Well, it did the same thing for every card that I had. So I just need to, it's a holiday, so I need to go to the bank on Tuesday, I guess, and straighten it out. Let them know that it's a proper charge.
Interestingly, guys, or Kenny and Joe too, to get some money into my NFT Pay Pro account yesterday with my Commonwealth credit card, actually Dad's, I bought some USDT for Binance to send to my NFT Pro account. I sent it straight from the Binance after I bought the USDT. I sent it to NFT Pro and then on to somebody else from there. And then a letter came in from my bank to say that the transaction had been declined from Commonwealth Bank. Anything to do with crypto's been, it's not allowed or whatever. But the money had already, I'd already sent it from Binance on. So I don't know what's going to happen there. I've noticed the payment's still pending. So even here in Australia, it seems that the banks are maybe a little bit scared at the moment of these crypto platforms.
They're not scared of them. It's a deliberate suppression.
Yeah, that's what I mean, though. So, but I just thought it was interesting that maybe it was Sunday that they didn't get onto it quick enough, and so the money had already after the money was sent to Binance. You know what I mean? Like I had already paid it on. I already sent it on to NFT Pay Pro. So I don't know what's going to happen there. If it is that the letter came through, actually the transaction is still pending, but the letter came through to say that it's been cancelled or that it failed. So I don't know what's going to happen there because they can't fail it, can they? They can't fail it if it's already gone. Binance have already sent it on again.
Yeah, good luck with that, right?
Yeah, what I'm afraid of that's going to happen to you, Lindsay, is your bank is going to go and pull the funds back from Binance, and then Binance is going to hold you responsible because the crypto was sent out of your account.
Oh,
Just a thought. I've been swindled and scammed so much by using Bitcoin platforms that they're thieves. They'll lie right to your face. You'll be talking to them, and the money's coming out of your account. You're going, well, why is it? Why is this happening? Well, you must have done something. It's not us.
So what you're saying, Kevin, is Kenny's also alerted me to the fact that Binance are a little bit embroiled a big bit embroiled at the moment with something with Russia. So maybe it is just the fact that maybe it is just the Binance thing. I'm not sure, but you're saying that all platforms are you, or are you meaning, or many?
Well, no, I'm just saying that could be one scenario that ends up happening because the banks, they don't like crypto platforms.
Yeah, obviously.
Right. Yeah, but I've done wire transfers. I use Coinbase, and I've done big wire transfers to Coinbase and stuff, and that's not a problem. The banks don't mess around with the wire transfers or anything like that. But like you say, you just happen to do it on a credit card, and the bank, didn't allow it. Right, didn't allow it. And Binance send it out, but since it's pending, the bank can go and grab decline the funds to Binance, and then Binance will hold you responsible because the funds came out of your account. If it's legit, I've had so many platforms that I've been ripped off where they're a scam platform, and you deposit the money, you can't get it out. They get you to deposit more money, and you're making all this money, and it's just fictitious money, and you can't get it out, but they do it to get you to put more money in. That they're scamming you.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's really a nasty environment.
Yeah, with Binance, you need a minimum of $50 to transfer out, and I've just noticed that with my NFT Pay Pro transfer yesterday, I didn't actually put the the platform fee or something in there, and so I had to send another payment through to the same wallet address, but it's taken me below that $50, and now I'm stuck again with less. I think it's $48 or something, which is why I tried to get around that with that transaction that I was doing yesterday. I wanted to get it above 50, and it was well above 50 for that transfer, thinking that I was getting all my money out of Binance. But now, because of the fee that I had to pay after the initial transaction, I'm below the 50 again. So now I've got to put more money in to get it out.
Well, that's the thing about crypto. You don't know how much money you got to pay to cover all the transfer fees and the fees and all that sort of stuff. And you try and hold it to the dollar, and you're never right.
Yes, Kenny, that was that $4.50 for the platform fee for NFT Pay Pro. That was the one that I didn't figure in. So I sent that money less that. I'd covered the dollar from Binance, but I didn't pay attention to the fact that NFT Pay Pro was wanting $4.50 added on.
Yeah, well, since the transaction went through the blockchain, it's on the blockchain. They can't take that back. But what Binance could charge you for the fee, but I think more likely that Commonwealth will just say, hey, this is a bogus transaction. We're going to charge you the cost of this transaction.
Oh, right.
Does that make sense? Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Thanks, Paulie. Over to you again. Thanks, guys.
Is everybody aware that in the Zoom chat, you click the 3 buttons, you can actually save the chat, and it gets downloaded onto your file?
Oh, really?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Me either.
Any links that have ever been put in there, you can just save the whole chat, and you've got access to all the links and everything.
Oh, wow.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, it's very slick. I like
Where
that.
does it save it to?
It will save it to your Zoom file. Your Zoom will have set up a file if you've got Zoom.
Under documents? Under documents, Paul?
I'm sorry?
Under documents or download?
Yeah. Well, funny enough, it only does it at the end, right at the end, after the Zoom meeting is closed, and then it just randomly, on my computer, it randomly downloads it onto the Zoom folder that's already preset because I've got Zoom on my computer. But if you haven't actually got Zoom, then I guess it would just download in your downloads, and then
I'll figure that out. Yeah.
Hey guys, I need to get off. I promised to help my mom tonight. She's in a pickle where she needs to move some stuff, and she's in her.
No, that's great. I think we've all spent enough time on the call. So I think what's been good is that we've identified what we can do over the next few days, and if you guys can. And we can communicate the message as well as to support it. But if you can get working on some email swipes,
I'll send you the email swipes, Joe, and you can kind of look them over and modify them however you want.
Okay.
And please go back. I posted that form again into the Barbarians group. So if you could click back on the form, I've now set the form so that you can go back into it any number of times and see the same. Input that you put before, the same answers, whatever.
That's cool. Yeah.
And if you can fill that in for me, guys, and then I've got all the information I need to set you up. And actually, it's something that we need to tell our group as well, but that's going to be easy. We need their registration links rather than their referral links. But anyway.
Hey, Lindsay, it looks like a good day then. So we can count on a sunshiny day today.
Yeah, guys, it's funny. Always, I'm the future forecaster for Kenny. It's gonna be a great day.
He's the only weatherman you can trust.
A beautiful day outside.
Good to meet you, Kevin.
Hey, Kenny, sorry, guys, can I just ask a quick question, Kenny? That NFT is actually there for me to claim. I can still claim it. I just connected my wallet, so I grab that, and what do I do with it? I just claim it. Click claim now, and then
pay for
what do I do?
Just claim now. And then geez, it's been a while. Claim.
I'll figure it out.
Oh, it pops up a window, and you just click at the bottom to confirm.
And then put it in that spreadsheet you gave me.
Yeah, and then it takes $1 out of your balance, or $2.
Yeah. I got it for $1.04.
I know, but they charge you $2 for claiming.
Oh, I'll have to check the balance in my wallet. Okay.
Check with me on Messenger.
Hey,
Good to see you guys.
So
yeah,
we're
good to
around.
see you.
Take care, guys. Nice meeting
Hey,
everybody.
hey, wait there,
Yeah.
everyone. Let's wait there before
You
let
too,
Kenny
Kevin.
go. But see you later, Kenny. I'll just
Yeah.
just wanted to ask Paul something.
Bye, Kenny.
All the best,
Bye.
mate. Regards,
Take care, guys.
Yeah.
Are you getting off? Are you getting off too? Are you, Kevin? Oh, Kevin's gone.
I think that's the answer. Yeah. Yeah, I'm still here.
Thanks for the call, Paul. Joe.
Yeah.
I've,
Yep.
I've just wanted to share. Something's popped up in my. I'm going to see. I have to have a colonoscopy. And I'm going to see the nurse now at 12 o'clock to explain the procedure. I've had it before, and I had a 5 mm polyp 5 years ago. This is 5 years on. But you know how, I'm not sure if you have those free, what do you call them? Those stool tests, the tests that you send in to have something's come up. So I just, like in that test that I've had, in the ones that come out to you. Do you guys have them over there? No?
Yeah.
So it's a test at home kind of thing?
Yeah, home. That's one of those
Yes.
home tests. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I just want you to keep me in your keep me. I'm a little bit scared. That's all. Just keep me in your
Yeah.
prayers.
So
I did that once, and I think I'm just going to pass from here on out. A colonoscopy.
Yeah. Like I said, I've done it 5 years ago, and I had a 5 mm, some kind of a polyp that was removed at that time. I've had nothing. I haven't had to go back for any more regular, regular colonoscopies, but I've had that home test, and something's come up in this last one.
Well,
So, but anyway, it's
do
the
you want us
last
to
thing I
pray
need.
for you?
That's
us
the
to
last
pray
thing I
for you?
need. But yeah, thanks, Paul. Oh, sorry, you mean now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love that. Yeah.
Do you mind that, Joe? You happy
what's
with
that?
that? To pray with Lindsay now.
Sorry, I missed that.
To say a prayer with Lindsay now.
Oh, yeah.
Pray for him. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Paul. Joe.
Okay. Well, let's lift Lindsay up right now. To our Lord, to our Heavenly Father, to the Holy Spirit, to your power of control over the universe, Father, your power of control over every particle in the universe, every creation in the universe, every atom in our beings, every cell in our bodies. Father, we give you complete control and domain over those parts of our lives, over those parts of our being. And Father, we ask you to place your healing power inside of Lindsay, control every single cell in his body, drive out any imperfect thing there, Father, and allow Lindsay perfect peace and perfect faith in your power to overcome and to heal in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. Thank you very much, guys.
Yeah.
I really appreciate your friendship.
Yeah, back at you. Yeah. We got a good thing going here. And I think this is, again, like I mentioned in the chat on the page, I think we're into something really good, and this is just stepping stones that we're going through right now, and it's all good. It's all good as long as we keep our minds focused on helping people.
Yes.
And we're doing it to help them, not for our benefit, but for theirs. And then everything will come to us by doing that. Everything that we could want. So I think that's really important, and I know that we all feel that way. I mean,
well, no, you're right, but it is very, very important for us to keep reminding ourselves of that. So we can never say that too often to ourselves, I think.
Yeah.
So that's that's good.
Yeah. All right.
What do you think of Kevin?
I think he's a good guy.
Yeah.
Yep, definitely.
Addition.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah. I mean, he ticks all the boxes because he's in Paul Darby's AI. He's in Power Live.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying,
Yeah, he's a good fit. he's
Right.
definitely a good fit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Hey, so guys, can I just ask you before we go with Kenny? So I share. I think it was Kenny himself that said that Paul. I don't want to do anything naughty or anything I'm supposed to, but it shouldn't be a problem though, should it? Like Kenny said that Paul doesn't check IP address or anything else like that. But so I give Kenny, like if we're going to be working together with the AI fortune maker, do I share my login details with Kenny, and then is that like I know that Michael Cheney, he always makes a big thing of the fact that they always make sure that people aren't doing that. So, but I'm just not sure. Am I doing something like really bad, or I mean, if I give Kenny my
You've got an agency agreement, haven't you?
sorry,
You've got an agency agreement.
with Paul,
Yeah, for the AI program.
a reseller,
Yeah. So
I've got I'm
you're
one of the
reselling
founders.
You're reselling it to Kenny.
Oh, that's what you do, is it?
Yeah.
With your ID, with your login details. Oh, that's how you do it.
Well, you need to set him up as a client. If you're unsure about that,
Oh,
then
right.
ask Susie about how you set someone up as a client, and then
Oh.
then you're doing it fully legitimately.
Above
Because
board, yeah. Okay, right.
only you will know, whether Kenny's paying you anything or whether you're charging anything, and that's up to you anyway, because you're
Yeah. Well, I
the
wouldn't.
agency.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I see. And that's something on the platform, is it? The agency.
Well, you've got agency rights, haven't you? That's what that
Oh,
means.
that's what
You
a
can
reseller.
rebrand
Resellers.
it. You can rebrand
Oh,
it and
really?
sell it as your own brand. Yeah.
Oh, I thought reseller was just selling it, as an affiliate. Oh, okay. So you can actually resell it as your own. Oh, that's why logo. Okay, that's why as founders, especially, we have that
Yeah.
added benefit. Yeah, okay.
So just check that out with Susie, how you do it. There may be a slight difference between agency rights and reseller rights.
It puts a nice little twist on it for us that we can rebrand.
Well, let's be certain that we know the difference between agency rights and reseller rights, because it may not include agency rights. Agency rights does allow you to rebrand. That's white label agency right. Reseller, I think white label reseller is obviously, again, you're able to rebrand that same product and sell it as your own product. So, but just check that out with Susie, and that's the way you give it to other people effectively. Then is as your own product.
So do I so I do that before I share my? I don't want to bring unnecessary attention to myself. So, but
To who?
like
From
she may just say to Susie, if I email her and let her know of my intention, she might just say no. But then I suppose at least I'd know, wouldn't I?
No, well, all you're asking Susie is, how do I sell this on to somebody else? That's all you want to know. What process is it? How do I give them different login details?
Right.
Or
Gotcha.
how
Yeah,
do
you
I
don't
give
have
them
to, you wouldn't have to explain exactly what you're doing. You're just asking for information
Yeah, exactly.
and what you are allowed to do and what they don't allow you to do as far as what you're, talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Reseller rights means you have the right to resell it. All you need is a process to sell it at whatever price you want to sell it at, or to give away. Or if you've got agency rights, then you need to know how to create accounts for your clients.
Yeah.
Those are the two things.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, when you're editing this recording, obviously,
I'm not going to
you'll
edit
have to
this one.
probably cut this.
I've got too many in line to
Oh,
edit.
right.
So I'm going to send this
No,
one to you guys as it is.
okay.
but I was
I'll
just,
send you.
I'll send you
the Fathom version, and which you can edit yourselves then through the Fathom version, I believe.
I mean, Paul, when you asked about like what we thought of Scotty, you asked us before what we thought of Kevin. Sorry, I wouldn't. What I was meaning is like you're probably going to have to cut that off. You know what I mean? Before you send it to him.
No, it was positive, wasn't it?
Yeah. Okay.
If you all called him a horrible person,
Good day, Kevin. We love you, mate. I just.
no, it was a very positive response, wasn't it? So you should be quite happy with that.
Oh, okay.
I could send it to him and say we cut out a bit where we said you were a really nice guy and a perfect fit.
I just didn't want to.
All right.
I
Okay,
didn't want to hurt any feelings, but yeah. No, great group, great meeting as always.
Good. Okay. Well, I won't be. I'm here staying at a mate's house tomorrow. I am out sailing, which I'm really looking forward to. So I'm not going to show.
Yeah, good for you.
Send this link. I might be
Yeah.
able to send this link tonight as it is. So without any editing or anything. So yeah,
Okay.
I'll do that. Okay, guys.
All right.
Take care.
Okay, brother.
Yeah, good meeting.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, good.
Okay, love you guys. All right.
Yeah, Kevin. See you, Kenny. Bye, guys.